Hey guys, I'm just at the crypt, which is what I call Lexi's studio, Lexi from Eternal Descent, who's behind his camera.
I'm holding it right now.
He's holding the camera. And yeah, I'm playing his very, very, very nice Navigator T-type guitar, which is the nicest T-type guitar I've ever played in my life. And we're going into a Soldano. What Soldano is it?
It is a Soldano 100-watt Avenger head.
And we're using all sorts of interfacery, interesting stuff, including, is that a vitalizer? What's that delay pedal?
The delay pedal is the Providence delay.
Providence.
Yeah, the chrono delay.
Yeah.
Which is a lovely pedal.
Yeah, it's just stupid. Rig! To win. Tell the camera about my perfect pitch.
Actually, yeah, it's very impressive. Mr. Chappers here was able to tune his guitar to E flat purely by ear in his mind, and then when we ran it through a tuner, it was exactly dead on within the realm of about 2 cents either side. So I'd say that's pretty perfect pitch.
And I didn't know I had perfect pitch. I knew I had good relative pitch, but what was interesting was that I had no idea until recently. I was stringing a guitar using D'Addario strings, Highland, and and I strung it, stretched it, and thought that was about right, and checked it, and it was spot on. I thought, well, what the fuck occurred there? And then I kept doing it whenever I strung a guitar, and it always worked out. I can hear a couple of notes, but only in E flat because I tuned to E flat all the time. So obviously I can then work it out what E is. But I think the product that got me there was "Train Your Ears" by Rob Chapman.
I think it was you that got you there, and then you made that product.
Yes, I made a product that perfectly pitched my ears by Rob Chapman.
You made it in your mind.
I made it in my mind.
On CD.
And then it became a reality physically.
And you ran out of CDs, but now it's available digitally. So
see, you could have wrong ears. Even at a macro level, they could still be wrong. And yet I could take you to right. Dude, show me what is in one of, well, that case particularly. I'm interested to know.
That is the Navigator Les Paul Custom, which is very nice, very tasty. Made by the masterful Japanese craftsmen of Tokyo.
Yes. They know what they're doing.
They do.
With their Japanese wood.
They really do.
So, how did you get hold of this?
Through, well, actually, this one was through the Navigator Telecaster you were playing earlier was through Makoto, but this was through a dealer in Japan who I just ordered it from online, and then I had my tech sort it out. It was actually second hand, and it was a little, all the hardware was a little beat up, had kind of really smashed up gold hardware on it, and I had it all changed out for this really cool kind of slightly worn nickel stuff. Brass saddles. It's very nice. And they're Damasio PAF 36th anniversary.
Yeah.
With worn covers.
Ah, Damasio. Yeah. Doing it right from the get-go.
Absolutely. Let's get it on this leather couch here. Let's get a nice shot of the leather couch.
That's actually a lot better because it was a bit it blows because it's white. That's fine now because I've got it like mixed with other stuff. For the benefits of YouTube, we're experimenting with this incredible iPhone rig.
All of this is filmed on the iPhone.
Yeah, it's just incredible. That's awesome. Yeah, plug it in. I noticed that you haven't tuned it. You just got it out of the case and it was good.
It's all good. Yeah, fun enough though. I can feel the neck's a little cold and the action's just a little too low, I think, on this high string. I mean, it's still fine.
Yeah.
But I would have it a little higher, but that's easy to adjust.
Let's have a go. Yeah. Navigator. I'm going to say it again. Navigator. Navigating their way to tone.
Yeah, they've got that shit down.
What the fuck? Like, it's really funny because the neck is huge, and you can't. Like, I wouldn't immediately think this would be the kind of guitar that you get on with, but for some reason, it's engineered.
Yeah, the neck is huge like a baseball bat, and then it has action like lower than any Ibanez you've ever played.
Yeah, it is. It's like,
and the neck, you know, it's even across the entire fretboard.
Yeah, it's the same here as it is here. On a Les Paul.
With low output pickups as well.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah.
Dude, why don't you from the crypt? Why don't you show us what you're walking on?
I can, yes. This is the next great tonal descent arrangement here.
Oh God. How many tracks have you got?
Well, this is just a sketch really of the guitars and stuff, but it's pushing sort of 72 track arrangement at the moment that'll be built on. I've just been working on this cool kind of...
Oh, wait, someone's phoning me. Let's see who's phoning me.
This is another iPhone that is not camera rig.
It's Lee Anderton, my buddy. Hold the camera.
Good buddy Lee.
Good buddy Lee. Hey, D, how you doing? Yeah, I'm cool. I'm just on camera in Lexi's studio, the crypt, talking about guitars and looking at music and stuff and just fucking around, really. Lexi, where do you live?
Abbey Road.
Abbey Road. He lives in Abbey Road, and he's got a little studio down here. It's fucking awesome, mate. I just played through a Soldano for the first time properly. I was like, no. Yeah. It's the Avenger
100.
The Avenger 100, and it's, oh God, it's like you take your JCM 800 and then you go press the right button, and it just kind of like betterfies it. I had a really good meeting today with this
Base 79.
Base 79, the publishing company there. Fucking unreal, dude. Yeah, it was really, really positive. Like they listened to my music and sort of looked at some of the content, and they were like, and yeah, all sorts of crazy shit, dude. Yeah, they look after people like
the Ministry of Sound,
Ministry
BBC.
of Sound, and fucking massive
Set that
brands.
shit up right there.
Lexi set that shit up, yeah. And went out for Japanese food and talked about Andertons and Chapman guitars and the whole thing, and really exciting.
Yeah,
the two people looking after me are both guitarists, so it's great because from a creative perspective they kind of understand what's going on. And we're using this. I wish you could see this. Lexi's filming me using a 1mm thick milled aluminium chassis that you put your iPhone into.
So you can hold it with 2 hands.
So you can hold it with 2 hands. That comes with a microphone and a wide-angle lens, and on top you can attach a light system, and it's fucking ridiculous the content you can capture this. Do the Chappers lick. Yeah!
And you can.
Yeah! Been working on your chops, haven't you?
Well, not really, actually. That's because you're down here, you've got the guitars out for a fucking day. But yeah,
Why don't you show me this bit you were writing then? So show me this bit you've been writing because you're working on a new
yes,
bit
little fadey in bit. That's kind of cool.
Fadey in bit.
It's here somewhere.
So you got 70 tracks.
Well, yeah, so the arrangement so far is a 72-track arrangement, but I mean it'll end up getting much bigger, but it'll actually get smaller first because I kind of map it all out and just put loads of shit in, and then shrink it down to about 48 tracks, and that's my demo, and then that goes off to LA to be turned into sort of a 256-track orchestral megalith. So there's nice floaty shit going on there. That'll all have strings and orchestra and everything.
Wow, look at that. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. And then there's all these Moody strings. Oh, no,
So this is like Lyra's.
yeah, this is like the Lyra
Lament.
piece. It's kind of Lyra's Lament, yeah, and it's much more of a kind of Requiem style thing. Loads of choral inspired themes and that kind of thing. Whereas the Syrian one, which we did before, the Syrian Overture is an overture, more of a fanfare.
Yeah.
And there is going to be eventually a low-key Fantasia. But they're all going to be kind of like 10-minute long instrumental epics, which is good.
I'm loving this iPhone rig, man.
Yeah, it's wicked. Look at this in its HD glory.
What am I witnessing here?
Got no idea, there's no sound though, so it's fucking stupid. Oh, here we are, look at this.
Special thanks to everyone in the entire world that's any good. That's really fucking awesome, dude. So you're making an animated series?
Yeah, we've done this development where we created this character test, we call it, but it ended up being a 2-minute long animated short that you just kind of saw there, and I'll give you the footage so you can show it to people properly. Yeah, we did an animated short and it went really well, and I was really pleased with how it came out. And I thought, actually, well, the Eternal Ascent comic series could work really well in this animated medium. And I love animation. I mean, I wrote and directed the short myself and worked with the animators to do that. And you know, I thought, why don't we do a show that's kind of like all these classic cartoons, like, you know, Batman the animated series and the Justice League and Pinky and the Brain and fucking My Little Pony, like everything. And then I thought, then we can take this from the superhero comic guitar player thing and just take all these great cartoon shows and what I've learned from them and what I love about them and apply it to rock music and guitar and get, you know, I've already spoken to Gus, he's kind of well keen on, you know, get Gus G in the cartoon and get guys like Misha in the cartoon and just have this full on like crazy series that instead of having, you know, the Justice League, you have like the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
To show them.
Do you want me to film you filming me?
Yeah, filming you.
Let's have a look. I'll just get the exposure.
This is the rig that we used to film the little chat and jam that we had here at the crypt. And yeah, this is the rig.
Handheld rig, yeah. So I'm just filming. I'm now filming Chappers, filming me,
yes,
showing you the rig. And this is indeed the rig that we used.
So turn it around so they can see the aft.
So you can see there
Look at
how this shit works.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Look at the quality.
And it's so cool, and you can still use it as a phone, can't you?
Yeah, I could just be like...
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Is that Chappers?
Is that Eddie Kramer?
You're filming me right now while I'm filming this wall here on my phone. It's very heavy.
It's almost, what is it like you said? It's like in the 70s when they imagined the future.
I think in the 50s, if you take this light off, I'm just going to take the light off this cold shoe mount here. Look at that. I think it kind of reminds me, like, in the 50s, this is what they thought mobile phones would be like. You know, like, so in space.
Before you take a call, this is like facing whoever you're filming.
It's just like...
Yeah. Hello. This is the Rob Chapman approved iPhone rig of doom.
And it's actually called the Owly.
Owly.
Bubo.
Oh, yes! That's amazing! And anyone who knows who Bubo is a good person in my books.
So, yeah, I'll stop filming now because I've got the lens cap on. But yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Amazing quality from iPhone. 4S. We've got 4S's, both of us.
It's a solid milled aluminium one piece, and then with a 37mm mount for a lens, and we're using a slightly wide angle lens.
Yeah.
Got a nice little microphone mount here.
Yeah.
And the phone, when you're done with it, just pops out from the back.
Nice. Look at that.
Just unplug that.
That's the guts of the Owly Bubo.
Amazing.
Yes.
See? Bubo.
Incredible. I understand you're fundraising.
I am, yeah. We are running a campaign to raise money for the animation because obviously the whole thing is independent. All the comics have been independently funded. The animation will be independently funded. And it's going to cost, to give you an idea, probably around $300,000 just to animate something on this scale. And we're going to do a 22-minute long, fully animated, top-notch pilot episode. It'll be much higher quality than the short was. There'll be a proper budget and a full, studio dedicated doing it. Probably be in development for 6 months to a year once we get the money. So yeah, it's going to cost $300,000 just to animate, and then probably another $200,000 involved in doing the soundtrack and stuff like that. Wow. So anyway, we were trying to raise the first $50,000. By crowdsourcing, and that would kind of get us where we need to be in terms of we'd get the first full script done and all the voices done and the voice acting and that kind of thing, because you can't animate until you've got the whole thing acted out, interestingly enough. So yeah, just get all the audio done, the full script done, what we call an animatic done, which is like all the storyboards put to time and all the character designs, all that kind of thing. And once you have all of that, then you're kind of like good to go. And then we, maybe we get funding from sponsors, or maybe we get funding from, an instrument company, or God knows who, will do it. But a lot of people seem to be interested. But I'm
interested. I want to be a hot dog salesman in it.
Well, absolutely. And there are options for appearing in the cartoon and in the comics and things like that.
If you have a beard, you may not stroke it like this.
Yep. Your beard may also appear in the comic if you so wish, as part of your contribution.
Just the beard.
So yeah, there's this whole kind of thing going on where we thought, well, this could be a really cool idea to reach out to the fans. We've raised quite a bit of money already, so thank you very much to everyone who's already contributed or donated to the series. You can just make a donation, put a couple of bucks in, whatever you want to do, but there are a whole list of really cool rewards and perks you can get for contributing. Everything from, like signed comic books, signed graphic novels, t-shirts, through to custom ESP guitars, and visiting us in the studio in LA and experiencing serious. You could meet us in the studio where Metallica track some of their stuff and things like that. And meet.
Well, they'd go to LAFX.
Well, not LAFX. So I think East West Studio is probably more likely.
Nice.
Which you'll find. Chili Peppers just recorded.
And would Eddie Kramer be working there?
Yeah, Eddie would be working with us and a number of other people, some top Hollywood orchestrators and stuff. So it's a great chance to there's some, if you're interested in really getting into the industry and the behind the scenes kind of thing of it, that could be an interesting opportunity for people that want to come and check out what we're actually doing, the making of an animated series and the soundtrack production and the animation itself. The animation would be handled by a company called Calabash. If you've ever seen a Lucky Charms commercial, Lucky the Leprechaun, that's them. Good old Lucky the Leprechaun.
So that's the Soldano Avenger 100.
Yep.
Tell me about it.
Well, basically, it's the same as the really famous Soldano SLO head, except the SLO has a clean and a gain channel, and this is just the gain channel.
Yeah.
So you've got a one-channel head. You do have a high input and a low input. We're, of course, using the high input because that's how we roll.
But
you can actually get some really cool clean sounds if you back down the gain and go in the low input. But really, it's a pretty rocking head. You can get some really scorching high gain, serious metal sounds. Right now, we're kind of playing with the preamp gain and the treble on about, and the depth on about 7, and the presence is on about 6, and everything else is on 5 except for the master, which is obviously down real low, about 2 somewhere.
And you're using the Bogner for the clean tones?
Yeah, when I record at the moment, I'm using this cool Bogner for some of the really kind of glassy, clean sounds that I kind of filter through with delays and things.
That's an awesome little head, isn't it? It looks like it's
really nice. It's a little 20-watt head.
It's really small. It's like literally. Here's my hand. Look at that. Mojado.
We've got the mic plugged in.
Yeah.
The Bogner Mojado.
So it has 2 knobs.
Basically.
That's all you need.
Yeah, it's just
schizo.
Yeah, the schizo knob is just kind of like how much you push the tubes. Kind of like how you bias them. It's almost like a bias knob. Kind of and then the volume is obviously just the volume.
So can we push that super hard and get like a crunch tone?
Or you can get a really cool blues lead tone.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Do that.
Telly. Absolutely love this is Andertons.
Oh yeah.
Wow. That's fucking ridiculous.
Brilliant. And I actually think that the Mojado is one of the best value amps out on the planet.
How much is it?
700 quid.
Really?
Yeah. You're like, I want one.
Can we just have the doors open a second so I can just hear it from the room? And turn the monitors off just so I can get a vibe.
There's a big silver knob behind you on the main rack. Just bring that to the left, yeah. Yep. There you go.
I just want to get a vibe for how loud it is. Fuck!
I'll close it a bit.
Jesus Christ, that's unreal.
It's also going through a really unique cab. By the way, not only does it sound fucking amazing, the microphone's not even in front of it. It's just so loud.
Really?
The mics are still in front of the Soldano. It's just.
We didn't mic it up. We didn't even mic it up.
They really don't make products anymore that actually can communicate the tone of your guitar.
Yeah.
And they're very, very compressed, and they lack detail, and they lack clarity, and they lack definition from string to string. All they do is giving you a different type of gain structure.
Yeah.
But the gain structure in itself is quite like sitting on top of your sound and masking it. Whereas amps like Bogner's and Soldanos that are all handmade by people who really, really care about the tone and sonic quality of the guitar, they're all designed to make your guitar really sing.
It's kind of interesting, the whole way you're raising the funds with people. I like that a lot. Using Indiegogo, aren't you?
Yes, the company we are working with is called Indiegogo. I'm sure Chappers will add a link to this video and you can go through and see what it's all about. and how it works. And it's just a really cool way of retaining your independence and doing what you want to do with your project. You know, these days with animation, if we went with a big studio, they would just fuck it up.
But they would retain some of the artistic.
Yeah, they would just say, well, you know,
like, Lyra should have a shorter skirt.
Yeah, or they would say, no, she needs to cover up more because it's for, you know, 5 to 12-year-olds, and you can't have this kind of obscenity, or you can't have this kind of graphic imagery. Or they would say, this is an adult thing, you can't make fun jokes like that and whatever.
Yeah.
So, you know, really you need to have your own creative control to see the vision through as you want, and especially when you're working with other artists and you want to be true to them and what they're all about. You know, you don't want an executive from a network kind of poking their nose in and saying, well, you know, it should be like this, it should be like that. And actually, it should be however the creators intended it to be.
So essentially, rather than going to big industry companies like Universal Records or whatever, you've gone to the people to get the cash.
Yeah, just to get off the ground and show what we're really all about and what we're exactly going to do, and also prove that people are interested in it, as I say, which they are, because we've already had some great donations, and so it's a really good start of getting it off the ground, proving what it's all about, and then maybe if you do have to go to big industry, they'll give you a bit more slack.
Yeah.
You know, rather than just come to them out of the blue, they might think, well, this is a great idea, but we see it being more like this, and it's like, well, you don't really have a leg to stand on, because if they're putting up all the money, you know, and you don't have a proven kind of track record with it, who's to say that they're right or wrong? Even if in your heart you think, well, no, that's fucking stupid. You know?
So what happens after you do an anime? Are you going to make a movie?
Well, yeah, we'd love to do all of that stuff. You know, you can go. I think the first thing we do with the animation is we'd probably go straight into some kind of video game territory, because we'd create so much content from the animation and model all these characters that we could then translate them into an interactive.
It's good because the skull scene with it, she falls into the skull pit, kind of reminded me of Dungeon Raid.
You do love Dungeon Raid.
It's my favourite iPhone application ever.
Let's have a look. Let's.
There. Dungeon Raid. I just want to... Ching.
I don't like that. I like that scene a lot. It's a nice kind of cleavage shot.
Oh, well, good luck, man. I'm sure you'll do it. Everything else you do always works.
Well, so far so good.
Yeah.
You know, we live large in the crypt here at the Thomann Studios, and
Yes.
it's been a lot of fun having Rob here jam out on all the gear.
It's been fun being here, using your Mojado and your Soldano Avenger.
Yeah, it's the way forward.
Sounds like a team of superheroes, except they're very loud.
Very loud.
Yeah, well, Chappers out,
Lexi out.
and we'll see you
Pleasure.
later on digitally.
In the future of the past.